Justin Tomlinson.
It's a pleasure to serve under your chairmanship, and I pay tribute to the honourable member for Manchester Central for a very thoughtful speech, particularly on the area of evaluating pupil progression and also the outcomes for graduates. I think there's much more work we can do in both those areas. And I also wish to pay tribute to my honourable friend for East Renfrewshire for his excellent speech. Opportunity for all. This was my calling into politics. We all have our own individual callings. I went to a school bottom of the league tables. My father died at an early age, and I understood the importance of opportunity for all, regardless of background. And in the remaining 2.5 minutes, while celebrating the fact that record employment has seen youth unemployment in my constituency fall by a staggering 61%, which is a vital tool for helping on social mobility, I have a quick wish list of things that I wish our very proactive and constructive government to deliver on. First of all, it's welcome that there's 1.8 million more children in good or outstanding schools, but I do think we need to do more as a society to celebrate the very best of teachers, those who've made the biggest difference, particularly to those from the most challenging backgrounds, and we do need to make more of those really outstanding individuals. And I'm not biased that my father, grandma and granddad were all teachers. I think we need far more mentors to come into schools, engaging in that the local business community, the voluntary sector, the people who've made a difference, because they can inspire young people. In fact, I still remember my career as teacher telling me I had no chance of getting into Parliament, so anything is possible. I am a big fan of UTCs, but they have a challenge that the entry level is 2 years after the typical secondary school, so there is a disincentive for secondary schools to suggest their very best students go there. Perhaps the government either should consider lowering the age of entry or sharing the school league table results of those students, so those who are more technically minded can embrace their full potential. I'm a huge fan of apprentices, very proud to once again do the graduation ceremony at Swindon College last week, where people from some really challenging backgrounds have started their first step into a very successful career. I love the idea of the UCAS system, but we need to do far more to promote the opportunities of apprenticeships to small businesses. The sugar tax is a wonderful opportunity to provide constructive sporting after school and holiday activities, which will make a difference to very busy parents, as well as through enjoyment providing confidence and teamwork skills. NCS is a brilliant scheme, but in recent years I feel the quality of the leadership within there is not as good as it used to be, and we are missing a trick in that one. I'm a big fan of the introduction of the named work coaching universal credit for the first time will provide support for those in work, not just finding work. And finally, on the income divide between the older and younger generations, only 6 governments since the Second World War have collected more in taxation than they spend. Every time that happens, there is a further burden put into our children, so we need to never forget that. Yeah.